worth it.
Does the third one does it wrap things up, or do you feel like, oh my gosh, I must continue because there's
It
cliffhanger?
well, it does kind of have a cliffhangery kind of thing, but
Mm,
not as major.
okay,
You could walk away from the third one and be okay
okay,
because it's the end of Paul's story. Well, sort of.
sort of. So I was reading how that um in the books he brings water to this planet,
Mhm.
and it basically that was just a total disaster.
Oh, it's yeah. There's this
So
well
this big
the
savior,
Sandlord.
he ends up basically destroying stuff, I guess unintentionally. Or does he become like a monster
Uh,
type of person?
yeah, well, they use the word jihad very appropriately.
Okay.
Basically, the Fremen go out into the galaxy to rein everybody in.
Oh, he
So
becomes like a
it really
tyrant.
is a matter of it's really matters a point of view,
Mm,
exactly how people will deal with Paul or how people see Paul.
okay.
But in I think it's Dune Messiah. I forget exactly if it's at the end of Dune Messiah or the beginning of the Children of Dune. I think it's at the end of Dune Messiah. Something happens that kind of changes everything when the twins are born and Cheney dies and Paul is blinded
Oh
because
yeah, I
of
heard he
a
was
because of
blind.
there it's a certain bomb that goes off and he his eyeballs basically become useless. Uh, but he does return later. He just kind of goes away, but then comes back later. It's a whole big long story, and I only read those once, and that was been a while, so I'm not as I'm just getting the points I remember.
My brother just sent me a text. I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm going to read it. He says, apparently Sting wanted Austin to wear his cod piece from the Sting version of Dune. Is
What?
this true?
Twas a magnificent codpiece.
Yes.
Yikes! Yikes!
Okay. All right.
No cod pieces were harmed during the making of this film.
Oh
I
gosh.
considered doing this stream just wearing a cod piece. And then I
No,
thought,
No.
no, that would
no,
be a little too much.
no.
So,
I wouldn't be on
no.
here.
You're
No.
not. I mean, I oh man, I feel so underdressed now.
Damn it.
This is off topic, but your little Butters is still doing okay?
Yeah. Oh yeah. He's getting better and better.
Good. Good,
Yeah,
good.
he just went on a. We just went on a walk. He can't do too much, so uh, but definitely this takes a couple of weeks. That's just it.
Yeah. Well,
The
that's good.
Platus isn't the first movie he was reading for
He's
Sting.
rooting for Sting?
Yeah,
I
I don't think Plato's a
remember.
big fan of Dune.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I remember Sting being in it. Just so I never saw it back in the day, but
Mhm.
and I never had a TV when I was a kid. But when I'd be out and about, at the grocery store or whatever, you see all the pictures of, and I remember being captivated by it because it just was so unusual and so strange. And what is this? And I knew who Sting was at the time,
Mhm.
and I've seen bits and pieces of it. I think I've even had it playing while I'm working, but I
Hmm.
never really paid complete attention to it. I remember it looked cheesy and pretty terrible in parts, but I had no idea anything about, like how it compared to the books or anything like that. And I have not seen the series at all. Do you feel like the series is better than the movies?
Oh, the sci-fi miniseries. I
Yes.
I do. I think they're much better because it sticks closer to the storylines.
How did the
Mhm.
sandworms look?
They looked
Like
okay. I prefer
riding them.
I prefer the Lynch sandworms
Really?
because they just look. I mean, I think they had more money. The sci-fi channel did a lot with a smaller budget.
Okay.
And I think they look
Hi, Carl.
fine. I think they really look good. It's been a while since I've seen it. I'd have to really go out and try to find my DVD copy one day and really dive back into it.
What year did that come out? Was it the 90s or the
two-
early 2000s?
I think 2000.
Okay.
I think it came out in 2000.
And does that cover the first 3 books?
Well, they actually do. They did a Children of Dune miniseries, a separate one, which does cover Children of Dune and Dune Messiah. But they had a few cast changes, but the major core was still there. Alec Newman was Paul. Barbara Kodotova was Cheney.
Yeah, it's a good cast.
Yeah, the sci-fi series really was good.
Do you feel more connection with the characters in there than you do in the movie? Because, like I've said, in the movies, I feel this distance between myself and the characters. I'm not attached to the characters.
I did. I like them. I think the characters in the Villeneuve version are much more fitting. I think they're more to the book and how they look aging wise. Because Paul and Cheney were young when it started. He was still a teenager. But
I think he's 14 at the beginning, isn't he?
Yeah, and Timothy Chalamet looks like he's 14. So, but you go to the miniseries and even like David Lynch's, Paul, they look like they're grown men already. So, but I like the casting of Villeneuve's 2 Dune films. There's only one performance really in Dune in part 2 that I was disappointed with, and that was Christopher Walken.
Disappointed with his performance, really?
Yeah, he played a doddering old man,
and he's not like that in the books.
No, he's the emperor. He's manipulative. He's pretty sharp in this one. And don't take this the wrong way, Democrats. He kind of seemed like a little Joe Biden-ish. Kind of like, oh, what?
Kind of out of his element.
Just that old. Yeah, he just seemed like that old doddering old man kind of feel to him.
And since I have no
he wasn't
connection
dynamic.
To the books, I had no idea.
He seemed lethargic. And
he did kind of seem a little bit out of it. Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not Shadon. Come on. I mean, I love Christopher Walken, but
because it's just
I don't know if that was his choice or Villeneuve's, or maybe Walken's just starting to get a little older. I don't know, but
Villeneuve needs more cowbell.
And he can't walk without ribbon. That can't track him. We know he can dance across the desert.
You ready to talk, Polly? Ready to join the conversation now? Gonna be social?
As social as one can be on the internet, sure. What's up?
So what do you like about Dune?
What I loved about Dune 2 is obviously the technical aspect, the scope, the filmmaking. It's pretty much was close to perfect. It's just a beautiful looking sci-fi film. That's definitely. It definitely covers a lot of problems that I had with the film, as far as like story and characters, to where I still really enjoyed myself. So I would kind of always level it out if it's a 10 out of 10 with the scope and the look and his direction, then I would say it's a 6 or 7 as far as story and changes to the lore that I was just kind of just really scratching my head. I'm gonna go see it again for sure. But no, it was a blast, and there was some jaw-dropping moments when you see it on the big IMAX. And
Like
then
what? Can you give us an example?
an example of jaw-dropping.
Yeah. Yeah. Like,
Well, the first one is the ride when Paul rides.
when he rides the
Mhm.
worm. That
when
was
he
a cool
rides.
shot. I
Mhm.
like that.
That was a good.
Yeah. So I mean that's pretty extraordinary. So I liked how him and Chani were kind of running between legs and taking fools out and trying to bomb the place. I mean, I like that. That was great to watch. That was great to watch.
Those laser sniper shots, like
Woo!
I
Yeah.
love that effect. I loved how they did that.
That was
when
that
they
was
had the ambush of that machine, right? They were initially under the ground, right? Before, all the Fremen were under the ground and this space, whatever. I don't know.
It's
vessel
one of the
comes
it's one of
down and
the
they're-
yeah it's one of the spice.
I had an issue with some of the editing. So I don't remember the second incident, but this was the first one. He goes off to spend some time in the desert to prove himself or whatever.
Mhm.
And we never see any of this happening. He just goes off, and then the next shot is he's involved in this ambush thing. And I was like, wait, what? That was quick. He came back from the desert really quick.
Yeah, it's like 30 seconds later. Cheney
wait, what?
I'm like, what? Wait a minute.
Yeah, so
Yeah, I remember. I know exactly what you're talking about. You're right.
That one felt weird.
Mm-hmm. This is something I do want to bring up since FX brings it up. I was somebody who I was really concerned about Timothy Chalamet. Once he would he be able to pull off the Muad'Dib side of Paul? He's one of those actors who I think he's too young. He's too scrawny. He's not going to be able to, he can't be the tough guy. But when he becomes 100 proof Muad'Dib in the final hour of this movie, he really did impress me. Whatever qualms I had with him remaining as an actor, gone after this movie.
He was convincing. When he went up against Austin Butler, and I'm thinking,
yeah,
he's so tiny. I don't know how much I buy it. I don't know how much I buy
I
this.
did have an issue in that final fight.
His little teeny legs, and Austin Butler's like, and he's fierce, and I don't know. Then I'm like, okay, well, he has been living and fighting in the desert for a while. Maybe he's hardened and he knows how to do this stuff. But
yeah, they're lean, mean fighting machines.
Yeah.
But I thought that final fight, when it's Paul versus Fade, I thought Paul took too much damage.
He took a lot of damage, didn't he?
He should. I mean, maybe like one little cut.
He was stabbed in the gut.
He had a gut stab and a shoulder.
He just walked it off. Okay.
I
pulls it out and is like, "I'm gonna marry you, woman," and well, not not exactly that way, but you know what I mean.
You liked what, Polly?
Yeah, no, I did. I love that about that fight because you really bought that he might not make it. Like,
yeah,
they really sold that. Also, too, at that time, by that time, Paul has been fighting without any shield protection for a couple of years now, so he's actually a better fighter than more
that makes sense.
than Fade. Fade has always, even when he fought in the arena, he was always protected by his shield, and then the fact that who he killed, they were always drugged out of their minds.
Yeah, like the Emperor guy in Gladiator. They come out there to fight him and they're wounded or whatever. Yeah, that's what he reminded me of when he was having those fights.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that too. That was another highlight. That was definitely another highlight. In Austin's first fight, I mean, everything Fade, everything Giddy Prime, just exquisite. I can't wait to see all that again. I can't wait to see that world again. That was just was out of control, man.
Was Austin Butler the standout for you as well? He was for me. I was super impressed with his performance.
I see it the other way around. I see the people that were terrible actors as standing out because everyone was so great. I mean, to me, everyone was so fantastic with their roles. It was pretty glaring as to see who couldn't act.
Who couldn't?
Zendaya.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Okay. So I was mentioning before you came on that she was like my least favorite part, and I mentioned in my review that when she tries to do this really tough, scowly look, it's actually laughable to me. She can't pull it off. I just roll my eyes, partly because I'm not a fan, but also just it doesn't work. She worked best for me when she was playing the concerned, worried, upset type of look, not really the fierce, fighty look. I can't take her seriously.
I agree. I think she was the of the weakest of the cast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and completely changed the character from, just from who she is fundamentally from the book, and there's no reason why that should have been changed.
Yeah.
So how can you guys tell me? Because I don't know.
She's just all in on Paul, the ride or die.
She's more skeptical in the movie. I did hear that, right? In comparison.
Oh, I mean, yeah, totally. This this doesn't make sense, especially too since it's a marriage of convenience, the royal marriage.
Cheney goes off in a little snit at the end, and that does not happen in the book. Cheney is by Paul's side. Cheney is with him. She is She is the de facto wife, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they actually do have a child by at that time of the fight. At the time,
right? That's what they were.
They had one. The poor little baby didn't make it.
In the film?
No, in the
book. Their first child was killed before the final fight.
Right. But they, again, right? No, you're right. I was more like, but they had all that history together. Like she was embedded.
Mm-hmm.
There was just no, and I don't see this change. Like, okay, so why did they change this character? Is it to appease Zendaya, and her requests? Because it just all she came off was just, a very unlikable, pouting person, and
that's kind of I feel like that's
spoiled
like,
millennial brat.
That's like
that's how she
Zendaya.
comes off.
Zendaya. I don't know. That feels like part of her personality. She's played that in different things I've seen her in. She was like that in Spider-Man, especially the first one.
And it
snarky, assholey type.
And like I said earlier, it didn't help that they condensed a course of years into just a few months, and to not have, like I said, not to have Aaliyah born. That to me is like the biggest sin.
Yeah, there's a lot of problems I had with the storytelling, especially towards the end.
Paulie, how about if you remember in the book, because Paul eventually decides to take the water of life. One of the reasons he did that is because he didn't see Gurney trying to kill Jessica. He missed it. And so they don't have that aspect at all. So him taking the water of life just seems kind of okay, I'll do it. Kind of, it just didn't have the plot weight that it should have, and if I remember correctly, because that was a big part of what made Paul kind of knew he was missing something. Was when he and Gurney reunite, Gurney thought Jessica was the traitor.
Correct.
Didn't know it was Huey, and he tried to kill her when they remet.
And over those years, it was built up that she was the traitor over the 3 years. You're right.
And he had been anticipating it, and but Paul missed out. He did.
Yeah. So you asked me also too in regards to Water of Life. It was total like, oh yeah, in the film. All right, let's drink it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna pass out for a little while.
I'll go see my sister fully grown, Anya Taylor-Joy, for like
Yeah.
30 seconds.
She's saying that she loves me.
Yeah. I mean, even before, when he first had waking dreams. I mean, they were so deep. I'm talking about in the book. They were so profound.
Mhm.
That he started, that he started out, as far as just being more aware and his power and his possibility, that his mom started being scared of him. That was just awesome,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That was awesome. So yeah, I mean, but I thought the thing with Aaliyah was kind of interesting. I think the timeline, though, just at the end of the day, didn't work for me.
No, it didn't for me. That
Yeah.
was like a big.
Yeah.
The fact that Jessica's still pregnant at the end just is insufferable. Because I mean, because a big driving mental issue that Aaliyah has later on is the fact that she killed the Baron in the books. And of course, they don't have that. They just had Paul come in. I mean, everybody got upset when in Little Mermaid was like, well, let's have the girl kill the guy. And this time they flip it again. They flip it. And they get it wrong again. It's just the one time where you should have the girl kill the bad guy. They, for some reason, changed that storyline.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Really fast. Anyone checking out Deleted stream right now on my channel? Make sure I pinned it. I pinned his channel. Make sure you are subscribed. Go and subscribe right now to Deleted Scenes in his channel, because we're trying to keep his channel, keep it growing.
Indeed.
So it's
thank you.
Good to see my friends in the slant stream, but also to do that for me.
Hi, Sean.
Hello, Sean Stackhouse.
We're just busy talking about Dune.
It's
What's up,
There's
Sean?
going to be a lot of talk about that this weekend.
Yeah. I got a fun thing planned for next Thursday night, a special live show. I got something nice and planned for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. Uh-oh.
But this is fun. This is fun.
Is this first time you've been on Deleted's channel?
No.
Yeah. I think so.
No, dude, I've been on your channel.
You have.
Well, I mean,
it's been a minute.
Well, because I keep asking you to come on my channel for an interview, and you just like completely ignore these requests. I think you're too good for me.
Here we go. Should Al and I leave now and just
I'm teasing.
let you two handle
Paulie
this?
is so busy. He
only
is like
go on channels that have been members in good standing. Deleted is you're not even a member of my channel.
I haven't become a member yet.
My God.
I will
Here
when
we
I
go.
pay off more credit card debt. Then I'll become a member. He's so rude. He's so rude to me.
Yeah, man. All right.
Yeah, like one man view brings up here, one fan's view. Sorry, I think that change messes with Allie's mental processes in the next story. Good luck, Dennis. Yeah, I mean there are so many characters that get short shrifted or completely left out.
Mentat.
Two for Howat completely disappears.
Yeah.
That was weird.
Why? I love the fact that they cast Anya Taylor-Joy as Alia, and then she's in this movie about as long as the girls are in their costumes in Madam Web.
Not even that long.
Yeah, you blink and you miss her, basically.
It was so quick. I had forgotten she was supposed to be in here, and that was the only scene with her.
And I was like, and I remember when I first heard it, I'm like, okay, yeah, she can't look like that in Dune because she's a child. And then they don't even bother to have her born. So yeah, I guess I'll have to have her in like Dune Messiah and Children of Dune, which would be great. I think that's great casting. She has that kind of scary look to her, thanks to the Vivitch, as I like to say. But yeah, I love it. You Taylor-Joy. She is, I'm a fan of hers.
Yeah, the mentats are non-existent in these films.
It's so weird.
Hyder DeVries really got the shaft in the first movie, I thought.
Especially with that actor.
And again,
Good
a great actor, David Dastmalchian,
Yeah.
Oh, I
who can
totally
carry a
forgot he
film on
was
his
in the
own.
first one. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. It's been a while since I've seen it.
And he's in the first movie, what, maybe 5 minutes, if?
Well,
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, even in Lynch's Dune, he really wasn't, used properly. Uh, he was a great character in the book.
Mm.
He was
Yeah.
interesting he was a very interesting character in the
Yeah,
book.
I'm reading here that Christopher Hawlett, he had film scenes, but eventually they didn't make the final cut.
Right, you're right. I have a question for everyone.
Mhm.
It is Javier Bardem's birthday, Stilgar, today.
oh, it is his birthday
Oh.
today. Okay.
Wow.
Happy
But
birthday, Javier.
I'm curious what you guys think, because he definitely was a crowd pleaser. But do you think that they made Stilgar too much of a comedic
Fanatic?
foil in the film?
Yes.
Not too. I thought he was a bit more, like you said, Sim. I think he was a little too much of a fanatic. A little too. It could be read as comedic, with his it's like, oh, he is the one. Oh, look at what he's doing. Yeah. Oh, that's just like what the prophecy said. It's like it was a little too. It got a little too much, a little too wide eyed on that one. So I could see where you could see it be comedic. I didn't take it as comedic though. But I
It
did.
didn't
But
come across as comedic to me.
it was weird. It was a little, I think, overdone. I mean, overall, I liked his performance.
I loved it. I loved it. I'm just wondering how much of a Stilgar was that though?
Yeah, I've seen better Stilgars. I'll say that. But I can't. I don't put that on him.
No,
I
he
think
was fantastic.
that was a writer's. That was a creator's choice. But yeah, I thought he came off a little too religious fanatic.
So, speaking of the religion and the fanaticism and everything, I saw parts of a video that someone was mentioning, and the complaints that they were having about this one was that the North looked down on the South, and that's not really a thing in the books, in the book. And he felt like that was something added in for, I don't know, for whatever reason.
I don't remember the hostility, but I do remember the different regions.
I do know, like the deeper you go, the farther you go, the more.
Or that there was a division between the North and the South on the whole idea of, like, I don't know, Paul or whatever. And in the books, they were supposed to be more united. So, like, Zendaya was all skeptical, like you were saying. She looks down on the South and their fanaticism. In the books, that's not really a thing.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Cyfax in the chat, but okay, yeah. So we met at the mall. Yeah, I don't think there was that division. I think there was a devout sector that was a little bit more into the prophecy.
Yeah,
but they all fell in line with Muad'Dib, So
I know in the previous versions of the film, this whole division between North and South was not in either of those adaptations. I don't know how deep that goes in the book. To my understanding of the books is that's not so much an issue. So it does leave me to wonder, as I know other YouTubers have, of was that kind of 2024 thinking being thrown into the film. I don't know. If this is something that's in the books, and Al, please stop me if it is. If it's something that is in the books, then I'll let it go. But if it's not, then yeah, then it's going to be an issue, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I got the feeling it was something that was not.
Yeah,
It
This was
felt
just an
added.
adjustment made in
yeah.
the
I don't. When
the
they did it,
movie.
I'm like, I mean, I know there's like a little, but it's not a. It's not like this major plot point.
Hmm.
The question was the division that they established in Dune 2 of North and South Arrakis and the Fremen, was that in the book, as far as the division of almost kind of religious thought,
Hmm.
some, because in the movie they're like, it was either like you're all in on the prophecy, or you're so non-religious that you're making fun of the people. That I thought all that was way too 2024.
Yeah, it's not at all. To my knowledge, it's not
Yeah,
at
Lord
all.
Crunk says the North-South
Yeah.
thing was not in the books.
But then Mr. Angel saying, yeah, it is in the books.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I don't know. I haven't
So
read them.
that's
So
where we're.
I don't remember. If it is, I don't remember.
Yeah.
well,
It was
I,
shown in the
there
miniseries.
there's
Okay.
been
Yeah.
oh in the
Oh, is
okay.
it? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
Everyone's
it's
kind of
shown in the
giving
mini.
different answers here, but I'm sorry, go ahead.
Well, the question was whether that was in the book. Obviously, live action adaptations are going to have some adjustments, and this sounds like it was one of them, one of the adjustments that was made. And I saw another video, like I said, where it was talking about that. So whether if it was shown in the mini series, well, that's just a change that was made. It sounds to me like, but I haven't read any of the books, so I don't know. That's why I was asking. Lord Crunk
did
has
it-
money to put on it.
But did it work on the? Yeah, did it work for the film? I think they waste a lot of time on that.
They did.
Yeah, I think at the end it really didn't matter.
Mm,
They should have used that more as a. They should have used that time to develop the fact that this was going on for years, and all the stuff they left out.
Fletcher, take that down. Don't
Yeah.
follow Sin, guys. Do not follow Sin's corner.
The abuse, I swear. Hey, Fletcher, how's it going?
Yeah. How you doing, Fletcher? Fletcher, if you want to come on, Fletcher, let me know. I'll drop the link.
Has he even seen it? Has Fletcher seen it?
I
don't know. I don't know if he has.
I'm not positive.
Yeah, so like, okay, so that's, to me, those cons of emotionally, a lot. There was some great payoff for me in the third act, but I know it did sacrifice a lot of the book. It just ran through a lot, to where, like you even said, I mean, it was too quick of a battle. I thought the Baron Harkonnen was just
And Dave Bautista's
Yeah.
character too.
absolutely.
I was surprised as could be. I thought
Yeah.
there was going to be a big fight, and it was just boom, and it was done. What? What?
Yep.
I was not expecting that.
Yep.
I mean, and I know this is going to be a sticking point with you, Sin. They do kind of turn Gurney into John Wick a little bit. He is on God mode.
Wait, who is this character? Who?
Gurney.
Josh Brolin.
Josh
Josh
Brolin.
Brolin. Okay, see, I don't remember all the names. Okay, well, in the movie, he didn't come across too much that way. He didn't. Come across.
Well, I think what's interesting, right? It's only 9 months. It's like he went from being a bald, military bald Marine buzz cut to, like, he had his long hair and he looked like 10 years older. I'm like, what's going on?
That's
here?
right. Yeah.
That just
Does hair grow faster on that planet?
Well, again, it added to my confusion, because I'm watching the film, that okay, Homeboy's hair is long now, like it's been years since we've seen him, but
yeah.
Lady Jessica is still pregnant. Well, what's going?
Yep.
And it's okay. I made a meme. Yeah, there you go.
I know how
That I
that is,
want-
Fletcher.
Okay.
But
Fair
I
enough.
do plan to see it again before next Thursday, for sure.
You going by yourself, or you gonna go with your lady love?
I don't know if she'll want to see it. I don't know if she
Oh,
wants
she
to
not
see
into.
it. Nah,
Okay.
nah. I mean, she likes those actors, and she loves Rebecca Ferguson.
Oh,
It just
Rebecca
depends on what
Ferguson's.
kind of mood
She's
she
great.
she's in. I'm trying to get her to go and see Problemista with me tomorrow night.
Oh yeah, I
That's
heard about that. It's Tilda Swinton. And
yeah. Oh
okay,
God, she looks hysterical in it.
she does. I didn't even think it was
So,
her. I thought it was Leslie Ann Down.
oh my God, wow, yeah, man,
I like
that's a name
Tilda
for the
Swinton.
past.
What's it called? What's it called?
It's a
Problemista.
problem, but in it's problem then like a fashionista, problemista.
Oh, okay. I'll have to check that out if I can find it.
Yeah. My tickets are not in the Bay Area, buddy. I'm sorry. They're in Burbank. So there's a Q&A with Julio, the lead guy. So that's why
You
I was
get
like,
all those cool things going on over there. I swear.
He lives in California.
I know that's true. He does.
I
I'm
live in
flying into
Southern Maryland.
Burbank
I
in a
got
couple of
nothing
weeks.
except hard crabs. Hard
and
crabs and crab cakes. And,
yeah, you got some
yeah.
good East Coast food there. I'll
Oh,
be
yeah.
hating. Yeah, man. Yes, Gore will be there. Yes, get your tickets because I think they're selling out. That's Cyfax. That's AJ. What's up, AJ? Um, but yeah, again, too, we were with a big group. I think everyone's fever was up, so it was like we were all excited. But
Oh, you mean
having
the first
slept
time
on
you
it,
saw it? Okay.
yeah, that one time I saw it, having slept on it, I was like,
Thinking about it, yeah.
yeah, I think I like Dune. I think I like Dune One, Part One
Really?
better. Yeah,
Okay.
as far as story, but as far as look and scope, two is just incredible. I don't know. I mean, but maybe now you got to see them together. But listen, I'm gonna see it again, and it is definitely something to recommend, and it's exciting for sci-fi fans, for Dune fans, for fans of cinema. Yeah, come and join us, Santa Barbara girl. We'd love to have you. Absolutely.
Yeah, it needs to be one 6-hour
6-hour
epic.
epic.
Yeah, it's better
Shadow
as
of
a
the Raven
miniseries.
has an interesting question. You guys who have
Okay, let me
read the book, maybe you could.
right.
Yeah, it seems like there's a couple of book aficionados in the chat too.
Mhm.
So, Mr. Angel, Cyfax. There was there's far too emotional in Doom Part One. Seeing the bandages control the emotions.
She didn't seem very emotional to me in the first one. She seemed more so in the second one.
Yeah, that's a huge because they're basic. Yeah, that's a huge. Correct me if I'm wrong. Aren't they basically like the female? Besides controlling the bloodlines, they're like the female Jedi. They don't show emotions. I mean, they're just into their power.
Going
You know, and-
Vulcans.
You know,
A little bit.
uh,
Well, I mean, to an extent, Jessica did love Leto. That's why she broke broke the code basically and had Paul because Leto wanted a son.
mhm.
So she was already making, as far as a Bene Gesserit would be concerned, bad decisions. So her being a little overly emotional, especially when her entire world's blown up around her. Well, I don't know.
This movie missed Oscar Isaac. It really needed.
He was
Wow.
my favorite.
It
He was my
really
favorite part of
needed-
the first movie.
Yeah, he
someone
was
like
good.
him. Yeah,
He was good.
yeah, he's great in that first movie. That scene between
Mhm.
Leto and Paul in the graveyard, that gets me every time.
Mhm.
You know, the only thing I ever wanted you to be was my son. That line always gets me. And there's no scene like that in this movie.
Yeah, it would have
And I
been
think it needed it.
a society. That's funny.
What? Oh, I didn't see.
I
I
missed one.
just saw the. Oh, Reggie's here. What's up, Reggie? He thought it was pretty awesome. It is awesome. I just
Hey.
had problems
Yeah.
with some of the changes from the book.
Well, see, this is
Yeah.
why I'm glad I don't know the source material well, because a lot of these things that get under the skin of people who know the books just flew right over my head. So I feel like that
Yeah.
maybe that helped me enjoy it a little more than some of you guys.
Well,
Even though
sometimes
I
they
feel
say
like fans of the books really like it, though. A lot
I
of them
did.
do.
I
I
did.
liked it. I liked it, but I was very upset with the story.
Do you feel like maybe it's so there? It's so immense, the world and the story so immense.
Well, they've always called it unfilmable.
Right, I've heard that mentioned.
They've always said
multiple
that about
times.
Dune, and I think like not a poor man's version of Dune is Star Wars, but Star Wars is definitely the Lucas borrowed heavily
Right.
and just really simplified it. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I think he did a great job. He made some creative choices I didn't agree with. It's no big deal. I'd rather disagree and discuss this stuff than kind of what we were so used to, like, just not liking coming out of Hollywood, like Napoleon.
You like Napoleon?
No, Darth
I never
Plato
I never
hated it.
saw it. Some
Hated
people
it.
that know their history, they did not like it.
No.
Yeah.
I don't want. No, I won't get in. I'm not going to get into it. I'm not going to get into it.
And hello to my partner in crime, the toxic gunslinger himself, Jedi Bill. Good to see you, sir.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Jedi Bill.
Our
Hey,
man
Jedi
in
Bill.
Arizona.
Yeah, I mean, you
Alright.
go in blind. Okay, so now that being said, for fans of cinema, they're gonna eat this movie. They're eating this movie up. This is gonna be the
Yeah.
biggest movie of the year.
This is going to make bank this weekend, which,
Mhm.
if memory serves correctly, I mentioned this in my review, the first one didn't perform as well as people were hoping. But that was almost 3 years ago, and there was still a lot of fear about COVID and stuff. So I think this is going to be very different. I heard Thursday preview made what, 12, 14 million?
Is that right?
Just
Yeah.
Thursday alone. And this is a long ass movie too. I'm really curious to see what it's going to do here in just the States alone.
Yeah, I think timing is everything. The right movie, the right stars at the right time. They saw the writing on the wall, they being Warner Brothers with Wonka and Dune, and they pushed back both films, but layered them to where they probably knew what they had on their hands in regards to Wonka making Chalamet more of a household name, to where you can now push Zendaya and Chalamet in this one film, which was because it's like doubling the Dune 1 numbers. We were coming out of COVID hardcore. People were still scared to go to the movie theater, didn't know what was going on. I remember going there and people were still, hey, I don't know what's going on, what's up, which, okay, but it still kind of picked up steam. If you remember, did not get greenlit for Dune 2 right away. So
Yeah.
Again,
I was
think
surprised it was greenlit, honestly, because I felt like it didn't do as well as, and surely they weren't going to. I mean, I was glad it was, because I'm not super
again,
into it, but I did want to
yeah.
see more. I'm feeling pretty sure the third one's going to get greenlit. I haven't heard news yet, but I will be surprised as heck if it doesn't.
Well, again, whoever is the marketing gurus over there at Warner, they they deserve all the props when it comes to Wonka and Dune. In seeing that people will go back to movies with the big scope films, Maverick, Barbie, Oppenheimer, Avatar, and they're like, look, we're going into the fall of 23. We're seeing the strikes happen. Let's push back Doom because we need our two young stars on the red carpets promoting the heck out of this. They're, everyone, they're and we've seen Wonka. They've seen Wonka. This was like, this is going to be a holiday hit. And look, it's still in the theaters, still making a couple bucks. They called it, and now everyone is talking about Dune. Everyone is going to see Dune. I think it's really great for also too for storytellers and old lore, old science fiction that is as adult as this, like Oppenheimer becoming such a big hit with people, and we're talking about the making of the nuclear bomb. So I think it's great.
I think I like how you said basically the more mature sci-fi, the more meta sci-fi. I think getting made is a good thing. Something like a Dune or something like Foundation if they do it right. I haven't watched it, but that old school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's just not let's put ships in space and start shooting each other. Yeah, that's been done. Yeah, to death.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Everyone talk at once. No,
I know.
Well, I was
Awkward
just talking a
silence.
lot. I was just talking a lot, so don't be throwing that at me.
I was just sitting here wishing I had one of those Dune sandworm popcorn buckets.
I do have this for people that are just getting here. I do have this
The Chihuahua
IMAX
poster.
the Chihuahua IMAX
I
Dune
swear,
poster.
I see Chibi now. Every time I look at it, look what Chibi
Now
was.
it's like Chihuahua tonight. And I'm gonna give this away to one of the members of my channel. There you go.
Yeah, I did love the way they did the sandworms. I just wish
I was super impressed with that.
I really I just also wish they had more of it at the end. It's like you get the one shot of them bursting through and a little bit of stuff, and then boom, battle over.
It's weird about Chalamet, and I've mentioned this before. I can recognize that he's a really good actor, but I don't feel a connection with him in pretty much anything I've ever seen him in. He feels very distant to me. It's weird.
Did you see Wonka?
No, I have no interest in Wonka. I have never been interested in any of the Wonkas, so I've never seen any of them. Yep,
Chihuahua
I know.
Dune.
Absolutely no interest at all. There are some things I'm just like, yep, nope.
And this people,
Okay, goodbye.
yes, thank you. This is why.
That was unfortunate. Sin had to go. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, gee.
This is why Sin's Corner must be stopped. Do not subscribe to her. If you are subscribed, unsubscribe now. I put it back on that one. That's mean. That's mean.
I'm very vocal about what I like and don't like, y'all.
We're kidding. She's like our little sister. We love her. Stop it, guys.
I was impressed with Wonka. I mean, there were some things I didn't like, but yeah, I think overall,
It definitely has had legs. I'm surprised because it didn't feel like initially it was going to do so great, and then it kept hanging around.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought he did a fine job. I think the person that's going to come out of this one with the most the upside is going to be Austin Butler, though.
Oh, Austin Butler.
Oh yeah.
Gosh. Yeah. I was mentioning, did
What
you
an
pick up
actor.
on what he did with his voice and how he sounded like Stellan? Because
That was
like,
perfection. Even Nerd Cookies and Danica were like, that was the
So
most
impressive.
incredible fade. That's just like straight out of the book.
Right?
Mhm.
And I don't even know first thing about that character, but oh my gosh, I was gobsmacked at how impressive he was.
Yeah,
It just
that's
he melted. He just melts into his roles. No, the dude from Once Upon a Time in Hollywood who played Tex.
Elvis.
Uh,
Elvis.
Elvis, yeah, he
Elvis.
played Elvis. I'm sorry, I didn't see that. Someone was on my side. Can you put that back up? Deleted. I'm oddly with Sim, but his charisma in this role, I can see him possibly going far. He definitely will. If you're talking about Timothy, he will. I'm just not. I don't dislike him. I'm not like, oh yes, Timothy Chalamet. I must watch this. I just don't have that going with him.
Stunt Brat 77 say he was good in Willy Wonka. Dumb for people to compare him to Gene Wilder. Definitely, no one can compare to Gene Wilder.
No,
Can't.
He's definitive. He is that.
Yeah.
He is that. But I think he made better choices in his Wonka than Depp did. Definitely, because he leaned more into the Wilder-esque version.
Absolutely. I thought and as the film progressed in Wonka, he started filling out what was going to be that the Wilder, Gene
See?
Wilder's
This is your poster.
Yeah.
See,
Really?
look.
Oh no, it's Shai Hulud.
Jai Halud. Once again, it is a legend. Yeah.
I felt like Christopher Walken and Florence Pugh they just weren't in there enough.
Yeah.
I feel like we didn't
I
get
li-
adequate exposure to them.
I liked her. She was
I liked her. I just felt
demure.
like we
thought
needed more of her.
I'll take more
So-
for as much as I can. But yeah, like I said earlier, yeah, you're right about Christopher Walken. Just why? It's a poor choice to have him play it that way. Because I know he could have played that a little more.
Well, even like kind of like the Jesus one piece robe. I'm like, what is he wearing? I'm like, that's not the emperor. You know, it's like I'm walking around in my sandals. I'm the emperor.
Oh, that's good.
And it's crazy.
That's really good.
What we need is more sandworms.
So I went to Denny. Oh, am I going to get cowbell? He said, no, Christopher, walk in. You're not getting no cowbell. But that's crazy.
Oh my gosh, he's got such a distinct voice.
Yeah, I need to work on that.
Yeah, it's actually pretty good, Polly. I'm impressed.
Well, I have, you gotta have, when you're doing impressions, you just gotta have fun and be silly.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Big Al?
Definitely.
It Boy and Girl casting. Yeah, definitely when it came to Zendaya, yeah. And I don't like hacking on her because it feels like piling on at this time, but man, I do not like how they did that character in this version.
Who do you think could have who do you think maybe would have been a better pick?
She was in the cast. Two of them were in the cast. Anya Taylor-Joy and
Florence Pugh.
Pugh.
Oh, you think they would have been
Anya would have been my choice.
Better Cheney?
Oh,
okay.
Without it. First, yeah.
The one who played Cheney's friend
okay.
might have been a good choice as well.
Yeah, she
well,
would have been
if
better.
you're gonna, they obviously made a choice with the Fremen and the indigenous people to make them darker from the Middle Eastern look to black, which I think was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, okay, if we were going with that,
they are desert people.
Yeah, if we were going with that, which I had no problem with.
Yeah.
Then okay, you don't put in a Florence Pugh or whatever, but how about a Lupita? Lupita Nyong'o. I don't know how to say her last name.
Yeah, I like her.
Oh my god, she's amazing, and she's gorgeous too. I mean, the just that her presence alone. See,
So what? Ariana DeBose, something like that.
Zendaya, she has no presence. There literally is no weight to her. But there's not. She's a model, right?
Yeah.
And you got the model, let her go pose and look all beautiful and exotic. But I mean, she's just a model, and this is just my opinion. But you get like a Lupita, or you were talking about Ariana DeBose. Yeah, Ariana would have been a very interesting. Ariana can actually act.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't. I. It's one thing to make all those character changes to Chani, but then you could see that this actor just could not you know give it to what, like with Rebecca. There was some like big changes to Lady Jessica, but
Yeah, I think it was too big. I think it was too much of a too heavy of a role for Zendaya.
she miscast. She's just
Yeah.
miscast. But okay, all right. I don't want to pile on her. I think there would have been other great choices great actresses to be Cheney. Excuse me, Cheney, to be Cheney.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cheney.
Yes.
I was going to say, I have a big thing with the Cheney thing.
Mhm.
I've had arguments with well, not arguments, but like discussions like with Troy and stuff like that. I was like, sorry, I've got Frank Herbert on audio tape saying Cheney.
Yeah.
that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I mean, how about let's ask our chat, people in the chat, who would you have liked to now for Cheney, let's fan cast. I know this is silly because it's done, right? But given the parameters, like it's got to be someone with that look, from
So Sean Young was not the best pick for the
no, but
84
what I'm talking about,
movie.
what they're going with here, you got everyone from Javier Bardem and like their Arabic looks to more Sephidic and then dark people, which I think which is great. Who would you have cast?
Okay.
I actually just thought of someone else too. Deleted.
Oh, cool.
I'm saving it.
Oh, you're saving it.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saving it.
I was waiting. Jeez.
Like no one's participating.
I'm trying to think
Come
of
on,
somebody
people.
because I don't know the character, but I mean because I never read the book, so I'm trying to think of someone as well.
Oh,
I'm-
sure, Howdy.
I'm just looking up names. I'm looking up actresses.
Samuel Jackson. It's got to be a chick, guys. Come on. We don't do that here.
Oh no, she's too old. Forget that. I was going to say the chick who played Pedro Pascal's lover in Game of Thrones, but she's too old.
Oh, in Indra.
Oh, Indira Varna.
Dira.
Yeah,
Dira.
she's
Yeah,
just
sorry.
she's just too
Oh,
old.
love
but-
her.
She's a great choice. She's basically Lady Jessica.
No. Really?
I mean,
Yeah,
her
she
age
could
range.
be right. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
There's an Indian act. There's a few female Indian actresses that would have been amazing. There's this one I just recently saw. She's very
Oh,
special.
chick from Patan. The main chick.
Oh,
Oh my
Maybe.
gosh, gorgeous.
yeah.
Yeah, that's it. No, Darth. She's not. You can make her
I
look
missed
young.
it. I missed it. What did he say?
That's who I'm thinking. That's exactly who I'm thinking.
Yeah, she would have been
Sophia.
interesting.
I gotta
She
look up
would've-
who she
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
She would have. That's perfect casting, especially with everyone else in the Fremen.
Oh, her.
Yeah, Rebel Moon.
Yeah, her.
Yeah.
Jamie Lawson. Who's Jamie Lawson, Reggie?
You got me on that one.
I have
Okay,
to
I'm gonna look her
some.
up
Let me see. Yeah.
because
Oh,
What's she been?
oh my god, yeah.
Sydney
oh,
Sweeney because
she
reasons.
was in the Batman.
Oh, she was Till. So she can act. Like this is an actor. That's what we want. She's 20, only 26. And she was in The Woman King. So she's athletic. Like, like you believe she's a fighter. That's a great choice. That's a great choice. Okay. We're doing some good casting here. And Reggie's a filmmaker, so trust Reggie.
The
She
actress
didn't look
who plays
41.
Danny's,
She doesn't look 41.
the
No,
actress
she
who
doesn't.
plays Danny's daughter. Ooh, no, she's not a good actress. I'm sorry. I just finished season 1 of Cobra Kai last year. I'm not crazy about her acting.
You know what?
In there.
I said Jen Ortega the other day on film
Jenna
prep.
Ortega.
Let's think of Jenna Ortega.
I am getting there, but I think she could pull it off better than Zendaya.
I've been watching a couple of her dramas lately, though. Miller's Girl and Finest Kind. She's got some acting chops.
She
Yes, she
does.
does.
I don't think I'd ever seen her before she was in Scream 5. And so that was my first exposure to her, and I remember specifically mentioning in my review that I was very impressed with her acting in there.
I think a lot of people are liking Jenna. It's a great choice.
Jenna
Ortega.
Ortega.
I think Jenna was probably too busy. You got to think schedules too.
Yeah. Gosh, I got to look up this person.
Selma Hayek.
No.
Maybe Lady Jessica.
Isabella Merced is see her picture popped up. My searches. I don't know.
I don't know if she's got the acting chops yet.
Yeah.
No.
I know.
Of course, she's in the Madam Web, but she was
know her
Dora.
acting chops
She
more
played
than I
Dora in Dora the Explorer.
Well, Madam Web didn't make anybody involved with it look good. Let's be honest.
Well, Sydney Sweeney, but she just looks good on purpose.
She was the only. I mean, she was okay.
Guys, that's Sister Chi-Chi's that you love.
I know she's
but
like, I've never heard
Isabella-
of this chick, and all of a sudden everybody's talking about her.
All of a sudden,
All of a
euphoria.
sudden.
But who are we talking about? What was the other chick?
Jenna Ortega?
Yeah, but
No,
but
not
she-
Jenna. Isabella.
Oh, Isabella Merced.
Isabella's going to be in Superman and in Alien Romulus. So we're going to get a lot of dose of her. Amber, Thunder, mid prey girl.
Oh, yeah.
She would have been great.
Oh, dead on.
She would. What are you talking about, Sin?
I was not impressed with her in Prey.
Oh, Amber
Yeah,
Thunder
no.
is so cool.
And every time I try, I want to like your channel. I want to support Sin's Corner. She just blows it.
I loved Prey. I thought that was an awesome film.
Great film.
So overrated, y'all. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I enjoyed it. I would have loved to have seen it on the big screen, to be honest. But there were too many flaws with it for me to love it as much as so many people did. The girl who played Lagertha in Vikings,
Catherine Winnick.
she's too
Yeah.
white.
Yeah.
She doesn't fit the role of the type of person that would be living in that area.
Well, that's how they're casting it, right? With all the different
that's-
indigenous, which is
Yeah,
fine.
exactly.
Because
because
that's
of the
why
landscape, it makes sense.
Sasha Guy is a great actor.
I was thinking about her.
I think Sasha really got thrown under the bus with all the Flash hate. I don't really see her she's not working. I don't see her getting work, man. I feel kind of bad. But anyway, it's a different argument. But Amber Mid Thunder.
Yes, she was mid.
No, she's not mid. Oh, I got another one for you. I got another one. See, we're talking about now. We're talking
The girl in Doom Patrol.
We're talking about 6 quality actresses that could easily done an incredible job with Cheney.
Well, yeah, because look what we were stuck with.
Because look what we're stuck with.
Yeah.
I got another one. What was that? Described as having big eyes, very skinny, and an elven face.
Don't forget who you were going to say. You were getting ready to say somebody.
Lord Crunk.
I
But go ahead, Big Al. Sorry.
I got one. I was like looking at thing. I got one that'll make your head explode. Rachel Zegler.
Okay, hold on to that. Lord Crunk. Yes. Yes, but I get you. But they went a different direction with the indigenous people in the film's iterations. So who do you got, Lord Big Al? Who do you got, Big Al?
Oh, I said Rachel Zegler, but I can see that making like a lot of people's head go boom. But I think physically, like I said, when we just had the description of Cheney physically, that's Rachel Zegler. But
I mean,
little tiny with big eyes.
Yeah, I think that one.
Here's the thing with Rachel, man.
Rosa Salazar.
She's actually. That's what I was gonna say. That's what I was gonna say.
Boom, I was thinking about that because of the way she was in Alita. Yes, exactly. And she has her eyes aren't big, but she has very interesting eyes. Man, if they made her look like Alita again.
No, have you seen her in A Million Miles Away?
Yes, I went to go. She was so adorable in there. Oh my gosh.
She's got the guts. She's got this just presence about her, and then she's so likable. See, the thing with Rachel is that she's not likable. You just can't get away from the fact that she's not likable right now.
Yeah,
and I don't know if she. I don't know if she's got the acting chops. I haven't seen her range. She's good. I like Iman. I like Iman. That's interesting. I think if anything, it would have been interesting if Iman would have been the best friend of Cheney, like kind of build up that acting portfolio. But Rosa Salazar.
That's a slam dunk. That's the choice.
There's some slam dunks, Big Al.
Mm-hmm.
But what do we get? We got Zendaya.
I know. I swear.
Rosa Salazar is the home run to Zendaya's foul ball.
Rose.
No.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Absolutely not.
Lawrence. Sander. I think everyone else was pretty much a perfect casting.
Yeah.
Even the Mentat who was in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted more of him, and they got rid of him.
Mm. Gosh, it's been so long since I saw the first one. I almost wish I had rewatched it before I went to go see this. But I think these films are like one watches for me. I enjoyed them. They're beautiful. The score, I absolutely loved the score. But I don't have a burning desire to rewatch.
Oh, wait, my bad, guys. In regards to Till and Jamie Lawson, she's in the film, but she was not Danielle Deadweiler, who was actually nominated in the role as Emmett Till's mother. It's a different actor.
Oh.
My bad.
Carl Shadow of the Raven says he did not think Momoa was right for Duncan.
No. I don't think he was either.
I liked him. I thought he was fine.
I have a personal issue with Momoa.
Okay. Who would you have preferred then?
That's what I was going to ask.
I've never been a fan of the character of Duncan Idaho anyway. I don't know.
Let's resurrect Richard Jordan and have him do it.
Yeah.
I liked his Duncan, man.
Yeah.
I liked his
Who's
Duncan.
Duncan? You said Richard Jordan?
Yeah,
In
I believe.
he was in the Lynch version. Yeah.
Yeah, and he was in Logan's Run.
Oh, okay.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard Butler.
Gerard
yeah.
Butler.
Wow.
Okay.
Or even Statham. So if we're going there, because
Sean Bean, because he
Sean
always
Bean.
has. Yeah, we know
Sean
what
Bean
happens.
always
to Sean.
dies anyway,
he's
so
gonna
All the
die.
time.
Yeah. Momoa. Okay, it was my most enjoyable Momoa performance, but it was Momoa.
It was
Right?
Momoa playing
Yeah,
Momoa.
It was Momoa playing,
Mhm.
dude, brah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You put on a
that's,
little you put on a little muscle. Oh, I did? No, just kidding. I mean, come on. That's just not that was just silly.
Yeah.
was
yeah.
silly.
I met him once, and it wasn't the best experience. So I have an
Oh,
issue.
okay.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. It's I almost want to take bits and pieces from all three adaptations and just put them together and make one long supercut. I
Ooh,
mean,
Hugh Jackman
that's what I feel like with this. Hugh Jackman? Okay.
for Duncan, Idaho. Yeah.
Ooh, that would have been cool.
I could see that.
That would have been cool. Yeah.
As for Aquaman, they should have switched it. Patrick Wilson should have been Aquaman.
Yep.
I didn't see the last one.
Yep.
I didn't see the last
Or
one.
Alan Richson.
Who? What he and
He
played
should have been
Aquaman
Duncan,
once
Idaho.
already.
Rich?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah. Richard.
Could have
Yeah.
been. Yeah.
That would have been great.
Okay, I was referring to Aquaman, but I could see it working as Duncan as well.
Well,
Or you know
Just,
who who
Justin Hart-
occurred to me, but
Woman.
he's too old now. Is Sean Pertwee, dude who played in oh gosh, bless it. Dog
Event
Soldiers.
Horizon. Dog
Dog
Soldiers,
Yeah.
yeah.
At that age.
And Brother Catfile. I remember he was in the Catfile series too.
And he's the son of a former Doctor Who.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
But he wasn't in the second part of Dune 2, guys, Momoa. Just in case anyone's wondering. What we're talking
Well,
about
I mean,
here.
He's
he
not
got
in it.
killed in the first one, so
Bring
Well,
back
well,
Oscar Isaac. And then play everything.
that guy has actually grown on me. He used to be meh, and then
Another hot take.
Oscar Isaac. I know.
Actually
guys,
doubting
look.
Oscar Isaac's talent.
Well, no, it's not that I didn't think he wasn't talented. It's just some actors, they just don't resonate with me, and he was one of them. Look, Polly, we all have opinions.
I
No,
mean,
he was
look at the chat. Oscar Isaac is the GOAT.
Well, so I think what it was when I
Yes.
when I saw him in Dune Part 1, I really liked his character, and he did, like, he kind of, okay, all right, he's working more for me. And then I saw him in Moon Knight. I really liked him in Moon Knight.
Mm-hmm.
So, sometimes it takes me a bit to warm to some people, and sometimes I just never do. Just never. Like, I don't know
Have you seen him in other films?
I saw him in Ex Machina.
Okay.
I can tell he's a fine
Yeah, that
actor.
was
I
good.
know I know he's a good actor. It just, some actors don't inspire me enough to, oh my gosh, I must see it because I love this actor. Like, they don't all do that for me. Like Timothy Chalamet, I don't know that he ever will. Even though I can recognize he's quite talented. Oh, Danny Trejo.
Yeah.
Geronimo, yes.
There was a film he did a few years ago. It's 10 years now. A Most Violent Year. Check that one out.
It's called now who are you
A
talking
Most
about? Oscar
Violent
or
Year.
Danny
Oscar,
Trejo?
Oscar.
A Most Violent Year. Okay, I'll put
Most
it in my
Violent Year.
letterboxd. I'll put it in my letterboxd.
Of course, I
All
know
right,
Oscar
all right,
Isaac is Joseph in the Nativity Story.
Yeah.
I'm ending my poll here. I did a poll.
A Most Violent 2014. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, Chad Bezos. Yeah, he was miscast as Apocalypse.
Oh, that's right. He was in Apocalypse.
Yeah.
The late great Brandon Lee would be the perfect Duncan. Okay, I could see that.
Yeah. Yeah, we won't know how great he would have been because his light was put out too short, but
Mhm.
he could have been up there with Keanu.
I think he probably
They might
had a
have
little
cast
bit.
him for Wick. Who knows? I
I
could see that.
He's a better actor than Keanu. He was a better actor than Keanu. So, yeah, I could see that
Mm-hmm.
being potential. And I
It's
love Keanu. He just, he's
yeah.
Keanu. Momoa should have been Lobo. I agree.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
I could definitely see him in that part.
Yeah.
So who else is there? Are we missing any roles in Dune 2? Any parts as far as characters that didn't work for us, or I mean, I think we exhausted Cheney. Oh, poor Cheney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Zendaya, she's honestly the only one I can think of, to be honest. I can't think of anybody else.
Well,
Mhm.
like I said, I didn't like the Emperor. I didn't like Christopher
No.
Walken's portrayal.
Well, see, I didn't have anything to base it on. So Christopher Walken, to me, he's Christopher Walken in pretty much everything. I was just
Mhm.
happy to see him just because I like Christopher Walken. I thought Florence Pugh was great, but I feel like we didn't get enough of them.
Mhm.
Obviously, Austin Butler, Rebecca Ferguson. I
Yeah,
feel
they-
like everybody was pretty solid as far as the casting and the acting, except for who we've already talked about.
Yeah. Count Fenring, another character who
Another great
constantly gets
character.
shifted, not in the film.
Mm-hmm.
The Countesses, obviously, because
Yep.
she gets to do the dirty with Fade, but
Mm-hmm. That was kind of weird.
I wonder if
Yeah.
that was Blake Nelson's role.
Did that happen in the
cut.
books? With the girl with
oh
Fade?
yeah. Oh
I
man,
missed. What?
I bet it was.
What was that?
Tim Blake Nelson was also supposed to be in the movie and got cut.
Mm-hmm.
And the conjecture is that he might have been playing Count Fenring. That would have been good casting.
Mhm.
I can see that. Yeah. So many missed opportunities in this movie, and that's what brought it down for me.
Mm.
I mean, I get it. The average normie film goer is going to eat this movie up, and that's great. If you enjoy it, fine. We're not telling anybody not to see it. But man, I'm thinking of all of the different avenues that this movie could have taken, this adaptation could have taken that it didn't, and all the characters that got left out or short shrifted. And in the end, that's what brought the movie down for me. I'm mildly recommending it, mostly
Wow.
for Austin Butler because I think he saves it.
Mhm.
But I'm with Al. With me, it's a very, very mild 3 stars out of 5 for me.
Yeah.
I gave
And
it
I'm being
3.75. I think I gave part 1 3.5. This one 3.75. I can't 5-star it. Or someone called Denny's work on this so clinical. Did you guys
Right.
Yeah.
What was it, Mahler or?
No, it was someone in the comments of my review who referred to
Mhm.
I can't remember, but the way he explained it made me think, I'm wondering if this is why I feel so removed from these characters. I can recognize this movie is very well done, but I'm not feeling it. Even though I enjoyed it, I don't know, it's hard to explain. And I didn't know if it was just maybe it was just the story. Maybe you don't feel a connection to these characters in this story, but I mean, this is a highly regarded series of books. You would think there would be that level of deep connection. So maybe it was just the way it was translated on screen by Denis.
Yeah, I feel it was a lost opportunity to really do Dune full justice. But
Mm-hmm.
and like I said, if I were a moviegoer who didn't know any better, didn't know the story, who was just in it for the spectacle, it's four. It was, I like I said, 4.5 stars. It's gorgeously, it's beautifully done. Um, but it loses a lot. Ultimately, I settled on 3. I was like, yeah, I think a movie fan will get something out of it. Dune fan might have some more issues, and that's where it lost it for me. Was just the storytelling. I was with it until about halfway through, and I realized that we weren't going to see a lot of very important elements of that story.
Was there a specific turning point for you?
I think before, right around when he meets Gurney again, I started to sense is like, so, and they didn't have him. They didn't have Gurney going after Jessica, and that's when I started thinking that it was making some poor choices.
Mm.
I mean, it's one thing not to have Tom Bombadil, and a few changes there. This was a lot more egregious for later, for later aspects of the story, especially when it comes to Aaliyah.
Yeah, that broke my heart, Aaliyah. Yeah.
Polly, when you went on these, have you had one or two appearances on Verses about Dune? Didn't you? Have you done
just this past Monday?
But is there another one? He's having another one, I thought, right?
I think he's having another one. Yeah.
So I'm wondering that, because like I said, I didn't watch it because I didn't want to be exposed to spoilers.
Yeah.
So you're on the first Verses. It had been a little bit since you saw it the day before, right?
Yeah, the day before.
By then, had you started to come down from your
Oh, yeah.
initial elation? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
And what do you, everybody else on the panel, did they feel similarly, or were they still super in love with
Not
it?
as much. So, some did, but not as much. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to be on with the same people on Monday?
I don't think so. I think it's like a Dune versus Star Wars.
Oh, okay.
Something.
I thought maybe you were just revisiting Dune. I didn't. I was curious to know if the same people are going to be there.
The Dune one I'm doing,
yeah,
on my channel is going to be Danica and Nerd Cookies.
Oh, I thought you were going to be on another Versus about Dune.
No,
too.
no, I'm not going to be on.
Okay.
I'm not going to be on this Monday's Versus.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So yeah.
And hello, Retro Nerd Girl. Hey.
What's up, girl? What's up, girl?
Chibi. Come on.
Aw.
Dune.
Movie-wise, Dune 1, 7.5 out of 10. Dune 2, 8 out of 10. Book fan, knock at least a full point off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I knocked more than a point.
Yeah, did you?
I had 3 aspects to my review. Like I said, I gave it 4.5 for those who didn't know, 2 out of 5 for like a guy like me where the story went awry, kind of really took the wind out of my sails, and I just made it a 3-star total.
I don't think I could go as high as 4.5. I didn't have the emotional connection to it that I did, let's say, a Top Gun Maverick. And that's what I look for to go that high.
Yeah, I was probably over generous because I love the look of it.
It was beautiful.
The costuming,
yeah.
And like I said, all the pieces were there, and I was with them right up until like I said, the last third of the film. That's where kind
Mhm.
of everything started to go awry. But all the pieces were there. They just didn't do the story right.
Well, hopefully we're not spoiling it too much for you, retro nerd girl.
Yeah, hopefully not.
I think she's gonna like it. Well, I don't know. Wait, are you a hardcore book
Like
Dune book?
if you're not, then you might
Yeah, I
still
think you'll
see
like it
some better
more.
in the Lynch.
I mean, I'm up there too, guys. I mean, I think cinematically and
Mm-hmm.
the visuals and everything, it's pretty much perfect. And then
Mhm.
the story and the changes is where for me it fell short. So I'm like 7.58 altogether.
Well, that's high.
So yeah. Oh no, I've read all the books. Oh. Dope, dope,
Chad
dope.
says, I wonder how many people rolled their eyes when you just mentioned Top Gun in the same sentence as Dune. Yeah, Dune doesn't do it for me as far as like Top Gun Maverick. I went to see that film 5 to 6 times on the big screen. I absolutely loved it. So it had cinematography, it had acting, it had great action, and so for me, it was just like complete package. Dune, not so much, even though I didn't hate it. Um, I was getting ready to say something. I forgot what it was. Shoot.
A little more cowbell. Yeah.
I was going.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
got to the cowbell.
Someone
You
explain to
know,
me what's up with the Baron. Like, what's his deal? Why does he look so funky?
A
Because I
life
have no.
spent
wow.
of debauchery and
Okay,
Well, they're
because obviously,
genetically, from what I remember, the Harkonnens are genetically. I don't know if it's in their diet or if it's just this how their genetic makeup is that they get fat easily. Someone in the chat help me out. It's in the book. It's in the
okay, because
book.
his nephew did not have that problem at all.
Yet, correct, or
Yet.
something like I think
Okay.
they all tend to pork out.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know if it's overindulgence.
He exemplifies
Or is it
gluttonies,
gluttony?
Lord Crump
Okay.
says. Okay.
No.
It's glandular. He's also a glutton.
It's glandular, yeah. I thought it was glandular.
I remember how gross he looked in the 84 version. Was it Charles?
Glandular.
Charles?
It was
What's that guy's
Kenneth
name?
McMillan.
Kenneth McMillan.
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
He was so gross
Well,
looking.
the idea there was it was supposed to be the boils and all were supposed to be a metaphor
Yeah.
for AIDS.
Oh, really?
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really? I
Yes.
hadn't heard that one. Okay. A disease thing Brian Herbert wrote in a prequel book. Okay. Is the oil stuff that he submerses himself in, is that accurate to the book?
Don't remember
I-
it specifically.
Okay.
I don't remember him being bathed in like that.
I just wonder what
I
that
remember
was.
him going after, young, the young kind of, he did have a
Yeah.
he did have a predilection for that. But yeah, that's a movie thing for the most part. Yeah. Okay. But I do remember him, checking out, which dude he's gonna take to bed or something like that.
Yeah, Sandra, the heart plugs thing, I think that was pretty much a Lynch creation as well, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
I don't think that's in the books.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
that-
He doesn't.
that-
He does.
yeah.
He does it. Okay. Yeah.
He doesn't. That's not in this version. No, where he can just like randomly walk up to somebody and just rip this plug out and they're done. And just one of those. That was just to show how sadistic he was. Yeah. Which they didn't really need to invent anything to do that, to be honest. It's strange. I know this might be a weird way to put it. I think the Harkonnens are much more grounded in this version. They're a little less over the top, I think. But that's my opinion.
I see. Especially in the Lynch version, they're like, when you see Fade for the first time, it's just Sting going has a Joker grin, kind of almost.
Mm-hmm.
And then I remember the miniseries. I think what's his name, Matt Kessler.
Matt Kessler,
Fade, and he's much more more your Aryan super,
yeah,
the Aryan ideal kind of look to him.
All right.
And then he would go on to be the middleman. Very forgotten, wonderful show.
Oh yeah. Right. All right. All right. Well, let's start wrapping this up. Paulie, I understand you have to leave us. Anything you would like to plug, or have any final words on the film?
Yeah. Thank you, man. Make sure all you guys in my chat, and if you're watching this on the replay, you subscribe to everyone on this panel. It's been a fun talk. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Steven and Big Al. Nice meeting you, and Sin. Mm-hmm. So I would say, go check out Dune 2. Long live cinema. My next live is going to be this Monday with Cameron Pasha, 1 p.m. We're going to have fun, and we're going to fan cast his script. I read a script called The Well of Babylon. It's fantastic. It's awesome. That's awesome. So we're going to talk about his script and talk about the story, and then we're going to cast it and have a real good time with Cameron this Monday. So that's it, man. I love this. I always love doing these lives, and have a good weekend, everyone.
Indeed, and thank you for taking the time out to join us today.
Yeah, it's good to chat, Paulie.
Yeah,
even though you're mean.
Don't push it, Sin. But
though you're mean to me. Okay.
I'm mean to you.
It was still good to chat.
I gotta go. You guys take care.
All right.
You too.
Take care, Paulie.
Adios.
Bye.
Great to spend some time.
Adios. Nos vemos.
Adios.
All righty. Sin, anything you would like to plug?
The main thing I've got. Okay, obviously we have the Regal Mystery Movie live stream discussion on
next Monday at 10 p.m.
Mm-hmm. And then Tuesday, I'm having a live stream. I don't know what time yet. Having a live stream with some of my buddies. The theme is 3 movies that we feel do deserve a remake.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then for review, I just finished filming a review for the Netflix series The Gentleman, which is a spinoff series from the Guy Ritchie movie The Gentleman. And that show is premiering on March 7th. So I'm going to try to put my review out next week as well. And after that, I really don't know. I'm going to be traveling next week. So I'll be out of town for almost 2 weeks. So I don't know. Maybe I'll film something before I leave so that I can put it up while I'm gone. And that's it. Yeah. That's all I can think of.
All right. Al.
Yes.
You have coming up.
Well, yeah, just I hope everybody, glad everybody was here. Hope you had a good time tonight. Please come by my channel, Big Al Presents, rewatches, rambles, and reviews. I got some my latest reviews, like Drive Away Doll. Of course, my review of Dune Part 2, and Bob Marley's One Love. Those are the last few I've done. Also, join me for rewatches, films with friends, and every other week, kind of tag teaming with Netter's Network as we do our Saturday night rewatches. And the next one is on Netter's channel tomorrow night. We're doing Ben Affleck's Daredevil. And then next week on my channel, we're going to do Gorgo, because on my channel it is Monster March. Gorgo, the old Great Britain version of Godzilla. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that, and yeah, so just keep just keep dropping by, and I really appreciate it.
Oh gosh, sorry, I'm laughing at Simon.
Oh, fuck it. I'm going to put it up. Here we go.
Yep, pretty much.
Let's see, Democrats love Republican dick. There's the review.
I have seen this mentioned before, and
yeah, well,
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know what this is referencing. But
that's more of the description of the plot as it is a review of the film. Okay. But yeah, it's basically a lesbian.
I don't know. That just caught me off guard.
Yeah, there's some funny aspects, but I don't think it's the best film in the world. But I liked it.
Went to see it.
I liked it more than the quality of the film. So
okay,
yeah, I might have to revisit that one. I might have been a little too harsh on it.
All right. Well, I was not harsh on Madam Web. Check out my review. If you came in late to this show, I guess I can take the spoiler banner off now. All right. If you missed any part of this program, please go back to the beginning and give it a watch. Tomorrow, Jedi Bill is going to be joining me for the top 10 movies of 2023. So find out some movies that were good that maybe you didn't get a chance to see. Covenant.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say.
Covenant.
I hope you talk about that one.
Indeed. And of course, join us for Western Cinema Presents at 3 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be showing McClintock. The good news.
That's a great film.
It is, and it's public domain, so we can actually air it live. You will not need to join us on Cosme. It's John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, and it is a comedy western version of Taming of the Shrew. All right, and of course, later on that night, Bill's going to be joining me again on my channel, and we're going to go over the 10 worst movies of the year. It's a wonderful knife. Wonderful knife. Might be on there. And of course, because we're going to be doing the 10 worst list, I am not going to be doing unscripted this week. I'm going to come back on the 10th at 7 for a special 2-hour episode where I am basically going to be making fun of the Oscars while it's on. So stay tuned for next weekend.
Oh, okay.
The 10th. My Oscars not so special, as I'm calling it. And of course, join me Monday along with Sin for Mystery Movie Night at the Regal. And Tuesday night for live from Sparkwood and 21. It is a retrospective of the Twin Peaks television series. And Troy Pacelli, Netter's Network and Aged Boomer, will be joining me once again. That's at 8:30 on Tuesday. All right. So it's going to be a very busy time here at the channel, and I'm going to
always busy on your channel.
I've been
always busy.
Yeah. Indeed.
He doesn't sleep. He can't.
How do you find the time?
I don't sleep. I wait.
Meth
I may
and
also be
energy drink. That's his diet.
All right. Well, all right.
Real quick, I do have a special rewatch on March 16th for St. Patrick's Day. I forgot to mention that.
Oh, yes.
With my
Thank
friend
you, Darth
Sierra,
Plato. Sorry, I'm responsible.
watching Darby O'Gill and the Little People, 3 p.m. on March 16th. Special St. Patrick's Day presentation on Big Al Presents.
I appreciate you, Darth.
We get to talk about him now that he's gone. Wait. Oh, my God. We're still on. Oh, no. Hi, Paulie. It was all Darth Plato's idea, Paulie. I've been behind you 100% from the beginning. Okay. When is the next karaoke? I assume Saturday night. Unless Bill's doing one tonight that I don't know about. So yeah, stay tuned. Jedi Bill's channel, probably around midnight Eastern. I'm not putting that up. Come on. You're getting me in trouble here.
That's called gray hair, and he wasn't wiping it off. It was just twirling.
Can I sing? I don't know. Can you sing?
Everybody can sing. It's a matter of singing.
Everybody can sing.
They think they everybody thinks they can sing. Some people can do it better than others.
I can do Silent Night in Greek.
Oh, cool.
Cool. Right on.
I have a friend that's full-blooded Greek. He's a cool guy. I love the Greek culture.
All right. We're going to go ahead and wrap the show. I want to thank everybody who is in Paulie, Sins, and Big Al's chats for being here.
Yes, thank you all so much. It was great.
Anyone who is following along on Twitter, I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Eventually, I'm going to figure out how Rumble works, and I'm going to start doing things there as well, so stay tuned. All right. Any last words on Dune?
Nope, I feel like I'm talked out when it comes to Dune. It is worth watching, in my opinion, on the big screen.
Yeah, worth it for the scope and the spectacle and the cinematic experience.
Yeah.
But if you're a true Dune fan, you might have some issues.
All righty. Well, that's the show, folks. I want to once again thank everybody for being here. If you are not yet subscribed to Paulie, Sin, or Al, why not? They're nice people. They have good channels. Why are you not yet subscribed? I'm sorry. I don't know why you're not subscribed.
Oh no. Another meltdown.
Be an Al pal.
Sorry, I don't have any tissues to give you.
Okay.
Here.
All right. Thank you all for being here. It was a great show. Thank you, Paulie, for coming on and taking your time out of your busy schedule to join us here today and talk about Dune 2.
Yep.
From HQ and all points, north, south, east, and west. Good night. Take care. Stay strong, because this is how we win. No, it isn't. You're hallucinating.